According to a report from Nikkei, one translated from Japanese by Gamasutra, Nintendo is considering launching a new version of the Switch this year that trims back some features to a lower cost and emphasize portability. There's no mention in the report of exactly what features Nintendo would drop in order to slim down its handheld home console, but Nikkei says that the company has spoken to multiple suppliers and game developers about the possibility of a smaller Switch that could release as early as this year. Just looking back to the many variations of the Nintendo 3DS, it's not completely unbelievable that Nintendo would consider launching an alternative version to lean into the system's portable nature. On top of that, the rumor somewhat lines up with the Wall Street Journal report from last October that said Nintendo was looking at launching an updated Switch in 2019. Artificial intelligence is an endlessly exciting and advancing field, and at the 2019 Game Developers Conference this March, you will have unique opportunities to study how AI is being used to push all sorts of boundaries in game design. Notably, the GD 2019 AI Summit is jam-packed with intriguing and in-depth sessions which offer you an inside look at key architectures and issues within successful games. Join top game AI programmers for panels and lectures, in addition to conversations, debates, and rants on how game AI can move forward. While the summit is targeted to programmers who want in-depth discussions, anyone interested in what AI can offer the next generation of games will gain invaluable perspective and insight. There are also loads of interesting AI-focused talks outside the summit that you will not want to miss. For example, in Battlefield V, AI Dialogue with IC's Simon Lindskog and Justin Langley will cover the ideas and philosophies behind creating believable AI dialogue in a BATT and FILEDGAMA set in World War II, as well as the process from recording to mastered content in Frostbite. Making your AI characters sound believable and authentic is no mean feat, and together Langley and Lindskog will walk you through UGHTH implementation process, starting from the results of Battlefield 1 to a more evolved, flexible and easier system. This session will share a creative approach that combines both audio and programming skills, stretching the boundaries of Frostbite to support the creative design for the dialogue, and in enhanced immersivity, using speech recognition for more natural player-AI interactions. You will get fresh insight into how complementary AI tech can help your games feel more real and alive. In this talk, Square Enix AI engineer Gautier Boda will show you how to build a speech recognition pipeline to promote further interactivity between the user and the agents. You will learn to make a voice recognition system which supports multiple languages while allowing a large variety of phrasing. You will also learn some methods to improve spatial representation-based interactions. While the original application is far better, it can be applied to any game where there is a need for more immersive and interactive AI agents. Plus, Square Enix AI engineer Kazuko Mana will be delivering an exciting talk at BD 2019 all about balancing nightmares, an AI approach to balance games with overwhelming amounts of data, in which she will discuss a method that allowed Square Enix to balance a game with more than 10 to the power of 100 choices of equipment items for battles. Manabe will speak in detail about a genetic algorithm with a specific game design that helped her team detect combinations that break game balance. In addition, she will present a data visualization method to find significant data from a large amount of log data that are outputs. She will also explain a method to solve a problem that only appears in Player vs. Player, making comparisons to previous research about player versus environment that should help illuminate the subject for game makers at large. Finally, catch Ubisoft Club Building Sam, the first type chatbot for gamers, to get an inside look at the 9 months of development that went into Ubisoft's C chatbot Sam. From the early prototype to the worldwide release of the beta version, and the collaboration with game teams like Rainbow Six Siege and Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Ubisoft's Charles Hutty will share key lessons from the development team and the discoveries that were made from building at Assistant Time, which is radically different from traditional home assistants like Siri or Amazon's Alexa. It will also explore the future of the project and how an open-dev philosophy brings community and users at the center of major development decisions. Further details on these talks and many more are available now on THEGDC 2019 session scheduler. There you can begin to lay out your GD 2019, which takes place March 18th through the 22nd at the newly renovated Moscow Needs Center in San Francisco. Bring your team to GD, register a group of 10 or more and save 10% on conference passes. Learn more. For more details on GDC 2019 visit the show's official website, or subscribe to regular updates via Facebook, Twitter, OS. Gamasutra and GD are sibling organizations under parent company Informa. Netflix has confirmed rumors from earlier this week and officially announced that it is hiring Spencer Newman as its new chief financial officer, just days after he was placed on leave pending firing from that same role at Activision Blizzard. Activision Blizzard announced in a securities filing this week that it was letting Newman go for reasons unrelated to the company's financial reporting, disclosure controls and procedures, though the specific reasons for the firing were not detailed at the time. Since then, Activision Blizzard has said in a press release that Newman was terminated for cause for violating his legal obligations to the company, a violation that in all likelihood looks to be related to his quick jump over to Netflix. That same day, rumors circulated that Newman was on track to be hired by Netflix as the company's key foe, and, according to MarketWatch, the company has since confirmed those early whispers. Newman joined up with Activision Blizzard in May 2017, after leaving his position at the Walt Disney Company, and is now set to start as Netflix's financial chief early on this year, replacing David Wells, Netflix's key foe since 2010. Following Newman's departure from Activision Blizzard, CEO Dennis Durkin temporarily assumed the responsibilities of key foe, though Activision Blizzard now says that Durkin will once again become the company's key foe, now that it's evident that Newman has left the position for good. In this GD 2018 talk, Sharkbone Studios, Martin Nero shows developers how to effectively showcase their game without a booth, no matter what conference they are at. Naraka also goes over how devs can prepare themselves to make the most of their time on site, as well as discussing what sort of games work well in a show environment, how to find and talk to an audience, and what kind of moods to bring. It was an insightful talk that's definitely still worth watching, so developers should not miss the opportunity to do so now that it's freely available on the official GD YouTube channel. In addition to this presentation, THEGDC Vault and its accompanying YouTube channel offers numerous other free videos, audio recordings, and slides from many of the recent game developers conference events, and the service offers even more members-only content for DD Vault subscribers. Those who purchased all access passes to recent events, like DD Vault, already have full access to DD Vault, and interested parties can apply for the individual subscription via DD Vault subscription page.